What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about Trias. And why are we talking about Trias? Well, at first off, I thought I was just being massively shilled. And then second off, I was like, wow, there might be something here. And then third off, just my opinion. It still looks like it needs a working product that needs to be rolled out. But they have some serious partnerships and serious propositions that they're looking to make. Guys, this protocol is actually pretty interesting. I highly recommend you guys stay tuned for all of the info on this. This is not the one-all be-all, not financial advice. I'm not your advisor of financial fiduciaries of financialness. So it's not financial advice, guys. But Trias, what is Trias token? Well, have you ever gone to, let's say, the App Store? Well, a good example of this is Apple. So when you're on Apple, you download an app or whatever. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but everyone's always like, yeah, Apple's so secure. It's the best. It never gets viruses. It's so awesome. It's not like Microsoft. Well, why is that? Because all of the stuff on the App Store is vetted and looked over and said, oh, okay, this is okay to have. There's no malware, or this isn't going to mess up your device. Now, that's great and all. But the problem is Apple is centralized, or Apple is a central company. So they can control what app comes on the App Store or on the protocol. So it's something that is like, well, it's only able to be marketed or on the App Store if Apple says so. They could be a great company. They could be great information. It could be a perfectly secure app. But if the App Store or Apple, the company, does not want it to have on their apps, doesn't want it to have it on their app store, well, sorry, best of luck to you. Go somewhere else. However, with Trias is looking to do something different. It's trying to decentralize that trusted system that we have through different quote-unquote Internet of Things. So I'm going to explain the protocol as best I can to you. It is a bit complex to understand, but I like to explain it like that so people can understand it a little better. It's trying to be the App Store, but for everything, and allowing people to be able to trust in something without having a trusted party. So basically, for example, being able to go to an app store without the Apple company vetting those app products. So this is going to be the company taking place. By the way, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. This is Drake on Digital. We talk about different altcoin projects, different gems. I try to do videos at least 2 times a day because YouTube algorithms are pretty brutal, man. It is hard to make 2 videos a day. So anyways, guys, if you guys are enjoying this video, show me some love. Smash up that like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. I noticed about 80% or 90% of the viewers don't even touch the like button. So it's like, well, I guess I'm a raw piece of meat. All right, guys. Trias token, what is it? Let's go and check out their website. Trias.one. All right, guys. So they're working on NFTs. They're looking on grants. Well, grants are basically bringing more people because this is a smart contract platform. If you guys did not know already, they are a DAG. The reason why a lot of people don't know is because they see on here, they see Etherscan and they're like, oh, this is the ERC20. Well, guys, the actual blockchain hasn't went mainnet yet. I'm going to show you guys their roadmap so you guys can see that Trias 3.0 mainnet is going to launch in Q4. So at the end of this year, that's when we'll really see all the main junk happening. Basically, the test nets have launched. So with the nets of the test launching, well, it's still needing some testing to do, so go test it out. Anyways, guys, so this is the liquidity mining you guys can participate in if you want. If you guys are looking to buy this coin, it is on KuCoin. If you don't know what KuCoin is, there's a link in the description below where you can use the referral bonus. You will get some reduced trading fees, so keep that in mind. Here's a couple of parts. There are 3 sections built on this blockchain. You have Leviathan, which is basically the global computing infrastructure. So this is like the people or the computer or the group of people vetting the products and making sure they're okay. And then you have Prometh or Prometh. I'm probably saying that so wrong. And basically this make sure all the interworkings of the apps and the software is running correctly. And then you got the mother of all, the Magna Carta. So the Magna Carta, basically what it does is the consensus programming. So basically this makes sure everything's running properly. That way Johnny's not saying I have 10 and Jeff is saying I have 5 and Biff is saying, no, Jeff and Johnny, you have 20. It basically just creates consensus, make sure everyone's on the same page. So this is the main use case of the token. So on the Leviathan layer or level, this basically encourages the participation of computing devices, operators, etc. Basically sustaining the network. They get paid in rewards with the Trias token. And on the Prometheus section, you are also rewarded Trias tokens, basically for detecting malicious behavior, bad actors, etc. And on the Magna Carta level for the smart contracts, etc., this is where it's going to buy back tokens, participate in profit sharing, and share the profits and help sustain the ecosystem. So basically, anyone who's helping out with those different smart contracts, any of the fees that are paid on there are paid with the Trias token. So interesting to keep in mind, that's the use case for the Trias token. This protocol is already doing some serious business. It reminds me of Constellation, except Constellation is actually a running project. This one is still, quote unquote, trying to build out, but they do have a lot of promises and they do have a lot of brains behind the project. And the main leader behind the project is this guy, Ainbang Ruan, or Ruan Ainbang. Basically, this guy is up in the up. He's over at Huawei. I think I'm saying that right. But here's some screenshots I have from Google. This is just on Google looking up different patents. So this was a patent that was filed by Huawei Technologies, as you guys can see right here. Ron Ainbang, basically the inventor of this patent. It's just one of the many patents that they filed. This is one of the protocols or the patents that they have inside the Trias protocol. Here are several of the other patents. I don't know if you guys can see it, but these guys have over 80, well, yeah, they have 82 different patents. And basically it explains all of them here. So like zero knowledge proof-based registration system, method, device, and related products for storing data in a blockchain system. So many other, not garbage, but a bunch of different junk. So you guys can see this Ruan guy. He's pretty tech savvy. I can't read Chinese, but I can read English. And the English, it looks like he's in several different Saas companies, so software as a service companies. It's pretty interesting. Highly recommend you guys take a look into that as well. But this is one of the partnerships I want to really highlight. Guys, they have a partnership with the governments in China. So in this article, this is from Forbes. It just talks about blockchain in China, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, this is so cool. And then you start reading more and more into the article. And then it's like, yeah, with more flexibility on a local level, some blockchain-focused products have already been working closely with governments and seeing a huge market out there. An example would be Trias. Boom. Guys, look, right there. Just smashed out right in Forbes article. And this is still fairly new news. No one's really even, I don't know. We'll see if people are talking about it. But May 20th, 2019. Anyways, guys, they go further in the article talking about the partnership. And then Ruan is also communicating back and forth, talking about, hey, look, the best thing to do is work with the government directly and then figure it out from there. And that's super smart because China is very, they're still on the fence with crypto. In my opinion, they're just like loading up them bags. But it doesn't matter. If they say no to Bitcoin or no to crypto or no, you can't do this, well, it's not going to take off and it's not going to do well until they get their bags and then maybe in the future. So this is something that's like, oh, well, this is interesting. They're already working with the government, so the governments are like, okay. VeChain is another example of this. You guys can also look in the 2020 overview. They have several different partnerships. They also had a CertTech or CertTech K, what is that called? Audit. So they had an audit that went through. So basically shows like, hey, look, this stuff is pretty secure. But even with an audit, hey, there are still problems, so do keep that in mind, guys. So in this article right here, this is another one. This is their 2020 year in review. They talk about a couple things. First off is they had the CertiK audit that got finished, and then they talk about a couple different partnerships that they have. So this is on top of the government partnership that they're working on with China. And I think so you guys can understand this a little better. It was hard for me to understand as well. How is this different from Ethereum? Wait, is it trying to compete with Ethereum? Well, let's go ahead and go into it. So what is Trias? Well, Trias is first something referred to as cloud infrastructure. What is cloud infrastructure? Well, it refers to the hardware and software components that are required to support the computing requirements of a cloud computing model. So basically what this is saying is this is trying to help Bitcoin and Ethereum or any other crypto projects or any other projects in general work better. Now, why is this important? Well, there's one thing called investing in picks and shovels, and then there's another where you invest in the actual asset. Usually the picks and shovels do better, so keep that in mind, guys. Again, this is not financial advice, though. The Trias infrastructure is built for several platforms like mobile, servers, IoT, etc. And alongside this, Trias has a well-built token economy that can sustain itself. So you can also relate this something similar to an IOTA. The difference is IOTA has like a $3 billion market cap. This one has like a $40 million market cap. And IOTA does allow smart contracts, but this one allows for more complex smart contracts similar to like DAG. Is Trias similar to Ethereum? No, it's not. Trias, on the other hand, is a decentralized cloud computing infrastructure. It's basically the negative layer 1 protocol. So you have layer 1 and layer 2, which is layer 1 is Ethereum. Layer 2 would be like your Scale. Or I wouldn't really consider Polygon one. Polygon is more like a sidechain. So layer 2 would be like ZK Swap or Loopring. So Trias could provide high scalability properties to Ethereum and increase the current transactions on Ethereum by over 100K transactions per second using a single shard. So here's the Trias contents. So you have the Trias architecture, which is DSaaS. Now, what is that? Software as a service, but what's the D? Come on, guys, we're in crypto, decentralized. So why is this better than software as a service, and why is DSaaS better? DSaaS! Well, besides the cool name, it's pretty cool. But why is decentralized software as a service better? Guys, decentralization, let me explain to you what decentralization is. Well, it's the opposite of centralization. No, I'm going to get more defined for you guys. So with centralization, there is one central feature or one central party. So if an attacker or a malicious actor was going to go after someone, they would go after that quote-unquote one company or that one thing. A good example is like Amazon. When Amazon Web Services went down that one day, basically the quote-unquote internet was shut down for, I don't know, a couple hours, several hours, I don't know. Anyways, guys, why is decentralized better? Well, say that hacker or attacker or someone just wants to like blow up the world and just be like, I'm gonna hack all these phones and I'm gonna like destroy everyone's internet. So I'm just gonna blow up Verizon or I'm gonna blow up a company and basically make it go out of business. Well, that's a problem. And now let me explain another one is YouTube, Google. It's hosted by, I think it's hosted by Google Cloud Services. I don't know. It's probably AWS too. But say AWS goes down. Well, YouTube's entirely shut down. Now, Theta is a decentralized service. Even though YouTube shut down or they shut down one of the nodes on Theta, Theta is still running. YouTube won't be able to run. So with the decentralized software as a service, this allows a more secure, even though it is decentralized, software to run at a higher speed, higher rate, longer uptime, and more security. The reason why it's more scalable is because all of these different hardwares, devices, or nodes are distributed around the world. They aren't just like, oh yeah, we have all of our servers in Antarctica, and if you want to connect and get good Wi-Fi, you need to climb up on a mountain, throw your phone 400 billion miles, and then connect to our server, and then pay us $1 billion, and then you're connected. No, Instead, it's like, oh, you pay us in Trias tokens and you're solid. Have fun. So here's the smart contract execution platform. 3 subsystems, like we explained: Leviathan, Prometheum, Magna Carta. So you got subcontract or the smart contract layer, the development framework, and the collaboration ecosystem, making sure everyone's not being like, Jeff's got 10, Bob's got 5, and nah, bro, Jeff and Bob have like 4. So now you guys are like, wow, software as a service is so cool. What is where do I go? Well, the quote unquote company, or the feature that they have, is called TriasForce. So TriasForce is the first DSaaS built on the Trias blockchain. So it's an enterprise-grade application currently being used around the world. So basically, it's helping the development of applications on the platform. There are 3 components of this. They got security, audit, and ERP. What is ERP? Well, enterprise resource planning. It's basically the process management software allowing the organization and use of these system applications. All right, Drake, what the pants? You just threw a bunch of information at me, and I don't get a word you just said. Well, neither do I. I don't get a word either. I just start talking stuff. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, so Trias, in a nutshell, what is Trias? Well, this paragraph sums it up entirely. Trias is a full-stack, decentralized, trusted cloud infrastructure. So again, what is software as a service? Well, it's basically like you have CRM, Google. It's basically anything that you use that helps you communicate or work better with your customer, or not even just communicating better with a customer, but it can be even other integrations. But business-wise, the reason why you hire software as a service companies is to help with your customer retention and creating a better customer experience. And how you do that is, well, you store data that you receive from them or create a better experience with them. And the reason why a decentralized, trusted cloud infrastructure is much better is because it's more scalable and sustainable. That company that you hire is not always going to be there. Who knows? They may just go out of business tomorrow. Or who knows? They may be in business forever. But no, it doesn't always happen like that. Just ask pets.com and the .com bubble. They ain't selling pet food. I mean, these guys are already working with governments. They were mentioned in Forbes. They got a really, really smart guy. Aang Bang Ruin. Really, really smart. You guys should look into him as well. This is basically in everything with computer and security. He was over at Oxford Cloud Security. I mean, guys, this guy knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. And Trias is helping in solving that solution with the trust issues that plague this industry. Big time, guys. I mean, just think about it. I mean, stinking Facebook and Google, they advertised for like years. Yeah, this service is free. Now we're finally figuring out why it's free. Because they've taken our data, stole our data, and now they advertise all kinds of garbage to us. And it's like, yeah, I'm not interested in buying pickles right now. I'm not hungry. I don't want pickles. So here's the team statistics. They got 70 plus members, 50 plus engineers, 20 plus PhD and master graduates, 3 R&D centers, 40 plus patents. And guys, you got to check out the GitHub. It's pretty fire. Here are a couple of the use cases and clients. They got in finance, they got Sochu Securities. Basically, it's a blockchain DevOps systems targeting and ensuring the stability of its stock trading system. Then you got Smart City, which is Chongqing County, Sebastian Industry Park. And then you got a commodity, which is China ASEAN Marine Product Exchange. And here's a couple of their advisors, partnerships, ecosystem. And this is something important you guys want to check out. These are the token metrics. So the total supply is 10 billion. To me, in my opinion, this is a bit bearish to me. Is you got 8% going to seed investors, 6% going to public, 13% ecosystem is fine, but you got 10% to the team and 20% to the foundation. And then you got another 10% to the early supporters. So basically about 50% you can just call off and say, yeah, this is not fair launch to those 50%. This is basically sold to early adopters. But hey, it's what they get. And here's the token release schedule. You guys can see they'll release them pretty quick for 2021. And at the end of the year, it's going to be about 70% of the total supply. Something to keep in mind. If you guys want to test out their project or test out their blockchain, you can actually check out their wallet here, and you can actually check out the the blockchain monitor, the Explorer, and the ETH demonstration. But I want to just show you guys the wallet. This is how you can create the wallet. You can play the video, understand it a little bit. I'm not going to go too deep into it because, guys, this video is already getting long enough. But you guys get the concept of Trias. It is pretty neat and unique. In my opinion, it's got some good things and it's got some bad things. They do need to prove. They need to prove themselves. The blockchain has not been launched yet, guys. This is still testnet. Even right here it says testnet, currently unstable. This is demo purposes only. Second is, being that they're in China or Chinese based, definitely good that they're getting partnerships with the government, but it is a bit of we'll see what happens type of thing. Other than that, the tokenomics are pretty skewed, with the 50% going to the different developers. And that's really the three things I can say that are a bit bearish about it. Other than that, these guys have some great partnerships. They got a great idea, great concept, good tokenomics, good ideas. And here's just a list of the tokens that they have. I know you guys see this burn address, but they went to Binance Smart Chain as well. So this is a multi-chain token. So now they're getting a lot more liquidity. They're only traded on KuCoin. I mean, trading on Binance or any of the larger exchanges, that's automatically going to make the coin pop. This is not financial advice. I'm just saying it's just obvious every time there is a Binance listing, a coin pops. It just does. I'm not saying it's sustainable, but it does. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you got any value out of it, go ahead and smash up the like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. That way you guys are notified every time we make a new one. Guys, I really want to bring up the like rate to at least 50%. I mean, we're stinking at 90%. That just means you guys hate me. Or I should just stop making these. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I like crypto. I like making these videos. I like talking to you guys about them. Anyways, guys, project chapter 30 verses 20. This is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I've done nothing wrong. That's so true, man. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you guys can be ahead of the game every time we make a new video.